Yo, you already know it's Dopamine Reactions TV, and you tuned in for another one.
This is a video of a man who claims to have been exiled from the ice wall. He says that the land beyond the ice wall is perfect and our world is basically a prison. And apparently he was banished here as punishment. Now in the video, he is speaking another language, but people have translated it and they say that he's talking about how beautiful the world outside the ice wall is. Now the ice wall is something that comes from the idea of the flat earth theories. So like,
when you go to Antarctica, it's an ice wall.
So, there's so many things going on in the world. Like, I wouldn't put it past it. You know, I mean, of course, do your own research, right? But nowadays, you gotta have an open mind to everything, and I mean everything. You know, you can't dismiss nothing. So, definitely do your research on that end. Drop a comment below if you already done some research on that.
And everybody go like up and they look for the other places. But if you want to find the Anunnakis and stuff, you got to go straight over the ice wall. And you're going to pass a little island. And this island globe, they call it the island of Abraxas. I'm going to tell you something you don't know about Abraxas, right? I'm going to tell everybody God's real name. Because you know the red moon came and now we at war with the fake god of Earth. We got to kill him. God's real name is Abraxas. So look it up, the God's real names. They want to pray, they got to pray to Abraxas and Sophia, because Sophia God be. I mean, that's his wife, Sophia. And then Jesus, they son. So that's the three that the church got to praying to and everybody was confused. But I just put it together so they know. So it's three, it's Abraxas, it's Sophia, and it's Jesus. That's the Holy Trinity the church talking about. But they ain't gonna give you all the power. But the power is in Abraxas.
It was the fake God.
The God everybody pray to, the God in the Bible, he fake. He psycho. He backdoor. He got locked in a firmament and then he run around trying to lock us in too and say, ain't no other God but me. If somebody told me, be good, I'll be good.
I'm not gonna lie. I be wondering, like, you know, like, where did 607 Unk even come from? Like, real talk, like, where he even came from and the type of stuff he talking about, like, of course it's been talked about, but when you talk about things like Abraxas and Sophia, you know, that's information none of us have done research on, you know, probably now, yeah, but, you know, a lot of things he's saying, man, you can definitely do your research and tie it to some truth.
But if he told me, be good, I'ma burn you, bitch, burn me then. Stop playing with me, burn me. I ain't scared of you. But you tell me to have no fear, but you gonna burn me? So why I'm gonna listen to you? But when you're a kid, they can tell you that, because you ain't gonna make it make sense. But even in the book of Genesis, the first book, God said, let us make man in his image. Who the fuck was he talking to then? At the church, they gonna say he was talking to himself. They crazy. They was talking to all the rest of the spirits to make sure that they made man in their image, not in the image of God, not in the image of Abraxas.
How the fuck did they get away with saying this right here on a live stream? Just watch this before they take it down.
Your head don't be hurting nothing? No, I don't have, I'm not acidic and I don't have parasites in my body. That's the parasites, the candida, making you eat because they live off sugar. Like when you get the craving sugar and you want a sweet tooth, you got a sweet tooth, I want something sweet, that be that. Parasites in your body. Damn. And that's why we take black seed oil. That's why we take, you know, oregano oil and things like that, wormwood, you know, that's why we detox our bodies.
Did y'all hear what that?
No, I already knew about parasites. I mean, it's all about the things that you consume. Everybody has parasites. I don't care who you is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who you is. Everybody got parasites. If you ain't already uh, take some type of step into getting them things out your body, yeah, you probably got parasites. Uh, these things are things that people do know about. But most people just, they hear it, they see it, but continue living the way they live. And everything is a choice, right?
Man just said. Now that made me question myself because I always thought something was wrong with me. The fact that I used to always be bloated, even 2-3 hours after I ate a meal, my stomach would still look like a balloon. And not to mention, even though I would feel like I was already full, I still would be craving sweets. Like I always needed some type of sugar. Come to find out, there was nothing wrong with me. That was the candida, the parasites, whatever you want to call it, running the show inside of there. The truth is, the candida feeds off the sugar, and the more you consume sugar, the more you're feeding the bacteria inside of your gut. So those sugar cravings that you thought were just you having a sweet tooth, that may not be the case. It may be the candida overgrowth inside of you screaming, feed me. That is why I started looking into herbal remedies that can detox the body. And not just any random herbal remedies. I'm talking about ones that have been used for centuries. Like black seed oil and oil of oregano, for example. It's anti-candida, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. Let's just say it's anti-everything. The only issue is taking them separately becomes a major headache when you have to find the right ones for the right prices. So that's when I did some research and I found this one right here. It's the easiest way for me to take it because it has black seed oil and oil of oregano in one. So you have a 2-in-1 soft gel that covers all the bases and fights off all that stuff that does not belong in your body. And trust me, you will feel the difference. But the last time that I checked, this one right here was out of stock. But if you still see an orange shopping cart down below, that means it may be in stock and on sale. So just get it while you can.
Hollywood is.
And that's another thing. Like these parasites, you think you got you think you got the munchies or something, but it's really the parasites, you know. And these are things we got to start taking action on, within self. It ain't about who else doing it. It's all about you doing it for self. That's really what it boiled down to.
Fucked up because why is nobody talking about how they just banned the most viewed episode of The Tonight Show? Just watch.
I wake up in the middle of the night like gasping for breath. Like I would wake up like, oh. So I did like a sleep study and they said I have sleep apnea. And they said I stopped breathing 15 times an hour. So they gave me this machine. It's called a CPAP machine.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Have you ever used it?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Honestly, and this is not a joke of any kind. The doctor said if you wear this, it'll extend your life probably by like 3 years. And I said, you know what? After wearing it for a month, I said I'm okay dying 3 years early. I am not going to sleep like this because it looks like you're in, intensive care.
The craziest part about all this is when Steve Harley complained about the same exact thing, the medical industry got his show banned.
Sadly, not too many people focus on the cure. It's more about treatment than anything.
Band-Aid approach.
And so they gave me some high blood medication. They gave me a CPAP machine. I started sleeping on a CPAP machine. Horrible. I hated it. It was just horrible. But I had sleep apnea because of waking up, not breathing 2-3 times a night, right? And my wife would go, sometimes, Steve, when you're snoring, you stop snoring and you just cut off. So because of this, I no longer sleep. I'm off CPAC. I don't sleep with that. I no longer take high blood medication. I'm rested. I'm sharper. My mental focus has come back.
He goes on to say that all of his health issues like sleep apnea and that massive gut all stemmed from having a blocked nasal passage. He said he tried everything and nothing worked until he tried those natural remedies. But this is how I knew that it wasn't fake, because even billionaires on Shark Tank have been using those same exact natural remedies. Just watch.
Tropical Rush is our best seller. There's a base of menthol and peppermint in all of them.
Woo!
There you go. Yes.
That's
I'm not even gonna tell y'all what that remind me of. Just the woo. Like really though. I mean, like what's really in it though?
Really good. It's really quite a hit. It enhances your breathing for sure.
It does open you up.
This is that natural remedy that all the billionaires have been using. It's called a boom boom stick. It's only got 2 natural ingredients, menthol and essential oils. Menthol is gonna open up your nasal passages while the essential oils relax them and keep them open for the rest of the day. It's springtime and my nose is basically useless due to these allergies. Easiest thing about this is you take 1 sniff in each nostril And you don't have to wait for it to work because this shit hits immediately. Before I got this, I made sure I checked the reviews and it was nothing but 5-star reviews for this shit. So this was an easy purchase for me. Bad thing about this is that they're always sold out. So I'm gonna try and leave a link for you guys around here somewhere. If they're still available, grab them before they're gone again.
Hey, if any one of y'all get those or purchase those, drop down in the comment. Come back and drop down in the comment. Like, is it really that? For real.
Remember they were saying they gonna put a chip in our hand? We thought they was gonna physically put a chip in our hand. Remember that?
Yep.
The chip is your cell phone.
There it is.
It's the tracking device. You could buy food with your phone. You could do everything. You could find a girl on there, go in the room and hit one, jack off. You could have sex with your phone. You see what I'm saying? And they made them phones so comfortable, they put apps on there for you. They get you addicted to these apps. Because guess what? They want you to keep that phone on you at all times because it's tracking your ass. They know what they're doing, man. These people, the technology is too smart to be a criminal now. It's over with. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the surveillance is everywhere. I mean, it's just, they have so many tools nowadays that they just didn't have
Right.
10, 20.
Right.
The fuck did
I'm not gonna lie, that was very true. I mean, your phone technology, the way it done had advanced over the years, man, it's amazing. And your phone's always watching you. You know, your TV's always watching you, right? You know, but we know this already.
No one noticed this hidden message in the new movie Lucy? Just watch this clip.
Professor, my cells are reproducing at a phenomenal speed, several million per second. I'm having trouble precisely evaluating the time of my death, but I doubt I'll last more than 24 hours.
Talking about.
What I'm saying is that your theory is not theory. I absorbed a large quantity of synthetic CPH4 that will allow me to use 100% of my cerebral capacity. Right now I'm at 28%. And what she wrote is true. Once the brain reaches 20%, it opens up and expands the rest. There are no more obstacles. They fall away like dominoes. I'm colonizing my own brain.
So she basically took a compound that allowed her to use 100% of her brain power, which no one thought was possible until this human biologist came around, and then he got canceled for talking about it on his podcast.
People probably don't realize that they're walking around right now at about 55%, maybe 60% of their true state of normal. There is a nutrient, amino acid, a substrate, a compound, an element missing from their body that if they knew what it was, would make the difference between them being an average person and being a superhuman.
What supplement? Don't end your sentence there, Gary.
So it's called L-Mini.
And the more research I did on L-theanine, I came across a Shark Tank episode that proved exactly what he was saying. Just watch this.
Use a blend of natural caffeine plus L-theanine and B6 and B12 vitamins in each piece. How long does it take to be effective? 5 to 10 minutes. So the people who try our product really love it.
Ryan, I gotta tell you, I am so friggin' hyper right now.
Yes, let's go!
So this is the stuff they were chewing on. It's called Neurogum. And it's got an insane blend of L-theanine, caffeine, and other B vitamins. Literally, after chewing this stuff for 5 minutes, I'm like completely in the zone. And as soon as it kicks in, it's legit like that movie Limitless. I start to get so much shit done, it's like nothing even exists for hours. My brain gets so deep into the flow state, like I legit forget to eat sometimes. Plus, it's like way cheaper than Addies. One issue with this shit is that every time Joe Rogan talks about it on his podcast, it gets sold out immediately. I'll leave a link down below. If you do happen to see that orange card, that means they're still available. If you don't see it, that means they're all sold out. Definitely get you a couple packs before it's all gone.
Yeah, I'm not convinced, man. Hey, listen, you was just tuned into another episode of Dopamine Reactions TV, and I appreciate y'all, man. I'll be back with another one.